Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know? Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know? Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what?
Hello, everyone. I'm always super excited to be before you. This is episode 6. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it 6 episodes. I am your host, Shakima D, and this is the Say What podcast where you can say whatever you want as long as it's not disrespectful. Now, we don't deal with disrespect, but shout out to my branding company. You guys are just behind the scenes making it happen. To Whitfield, I'm always going to give shout out to you for this song that is so fitting to my personality and to this podcast. To my chameleons, thank you for rocking with me from day one. Um, if you're just tuning in today for the first time, thank you, because you could have been doing anything else with your time, but you chose to spend a little bit with me. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Mm, I just get so full thinking about me talking about this podcast over a year ago, and it's finally here, and we are on episode 6. So, I don't waste time. We are definitely going to get right into it. Today's topic is the life of a mompreneur. Speaking about my life, because so many people ask me, how are you able to do this? How are you able to do all of that? So I want to share with you guys, because is it easy? No. And if you think I make it look easy, that's a compliment, because I'm here to tell you that it's definitely not easy. So let's just get right into it.
Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what?
All right. We are back with our Say What segment. The first question is, what do you like most about being a mompreneur? Oh my goodness, we just talked about all of this. What do I like most is the time freedom, being able to spend time with my family, because I love family. I love being able to spend time with my family, and I don't have to get permission from anybody to spend time with my family, to take a vacation with my family, to go visit my mom because she lives down south, to go visit my mom anytime I get ready. Um, Being able, my business allows me to work from anywhere, so I can make money from anywhere. That's another thing I like. I love my children so very much. And just being able to spend endless time with them, being able to have my kids home and not have to go into the classroom, putting them at risk because I have the time freedom, means everything to me. So the time freedom, it's the time freedom for me. Um, what type of demands does being a mompreneur have on my life? Ugh, that's a good question. Whew. I mean, of course, like virtual school, that's very demanding. But I work from home. So, I'm it's not uncomfortable for me because I'm at home. My business is demanding because credit is a booming business right now. Credit is booming now more than ever because people are starting to realize how important it is. And at the same time, people are using it more than ever. So, my goal is to help as many people as I can every single day. And that's the charge that I accepted when I came into this business, knowing what you're getting into and knowing that, we were created to serve. So what I have is so powerful, right? I'd be crazy not to share it and expose everyone I come in contact with. So being a wife is demanding as well. I mean, everything is going to have a demand on your life. Um, my husband, he likes a little bit of attention. He's not like a tatchy, but he likes to have conversations when he comes home from work about his day, how the boys' day went, how my day went. That's pretty much it. I mean, when it's time to go to bed, you know, you know how that goes. But that's a whole nother story. But yeah, I wouldn't change it for nothing. Question number 3: how do you make time for everyone? Yourself, your husband, your kids, your businesses, etc., etc. um, and I talked about that. Like 24 hours is not enough time for me. But I make time, and I want you to understand that people make time for what they want to make time for. Um, Sometimes I find when people say they don't have time, that's an excuse and that's a cop out. Um, I'm doing better when it comes to making time for myself, whether it's just in a room meditating. Even doing the podcast is like me time, because it's just me some of the times. Like self care, I'm big on maintenance. My lashes, my nails, my toes, my hair, like that's me time, and to go and have adult conversation. Um, I got to do better with resting. Like I said, that once a week, even if I don't do a whole day, a few hours of just doing nothing. Even though sometimes I said I do still have my phone in my hand, but I got to get better with that too. But I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. My husband, like I said, he's not like very attachy. Um, he's not very demanding. He just likes to have conversation sometimes. Mostly when he gets home about his day, the boys' day, my day. But for the most part, he doesn't really bother me. He likes to get some at night, like I said. But other than that, he's not very demanding. He understands the business because he's in the business as well. He knows, I have big goals and I got to work hard. He's understanding when it comes to that, as far as I can see. But sometimes men will hold something in for 10 years and then, just let it all out one day. Um, and that's a whole nother topic too, because he probably can do better with that. But my kids are demanding. Um, and I love every minute of it. I love the cuddles. I love the mom, we just want to see if you're okay. Mom, are you on a Zoom? Are you on a call? Mom, can you read this to me? Or mom, can you do that? Like, I love that. Like, I love that. No matter how successful I become, hearing my babies say mom, and they're not even babies, they're 8 and 5, but they'll always be my babies. But hearing them say mom or mommy, it's just like, oh my goodness. And not having the stress of, you know, being at work stress, coming home with an attitude. Like my attitude is just so much better without having to go to work on a job every single day. My attitude is better. I'm better. My view on life is much clearer. I love it. I love being a mompreneur. Um, so I hope that answered your question. Question number 4, which is the last question: do you think a work-life balance exists? Hmm, that's a really good question. Does it exist? Hmm. I, that's a good question. That's kind of a tough question, because sometimes something is gonna go lacking. Um, because it's just not enough time in the day to do everything that you need to do. Like I said, I try to clean up every single day, but I may not get to clean up the way I want to clean up every single day. Like I may not get to wash clothes every single day. Um, I'm going to get to the point. Yeah, I think it exists. I think it exists. But while you're in the building phases of building something massive like I'm doing, trying to create generational wealth, um, it's gonna be hard. It's definitely going to be hard because you're in the building phase. Um, and it's hard for me to have work life balance right now, but you work this hard now so you don't have to in the future. So it does exist, but you have to get to the point where you're like, I'm not there yet. I'm definitely not there yet. The beauty of it is, though, I can work from anywhere. So I can be on vacation and still work, but that's not really balance. You see what I'm saying? Um, because, if it's balance, it'll be work, it'll be play. But right now, mine kind of like interlock with each other. But it does exist. Just for me, not right now. There is not really a balance because I work a lot, a whole lot. No matter how easy I may make it look, if you guys follow me on social media, the CEO Shakima and Shakima D Ford on Facebook, no matter how easy I make it look, it's not easy. A lot of things go on behind the scenes. Like you may see me looking good, looking like I'm looking on my social media posts, but sometimes at home I got my bonnet on, I got my scarf on, looking toe up from the flow up. Pajama pants don't match the top, one sock on, like one sock off, like um so I it exists. I'm just not there yet, but I will be there. I will definitely be there. I'm just not there right now. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for all the questions. Thank you to my chameleons. I mean, you guys have been rocking with me from day one. Your support is unmeasurable. All my family and friends, thank you. Even thank you to the people that said I couldn't do this. Because people ask, how are you going to have time? How are you going to have time to do this? How are you, and do this and do that? And look, I did it, right? Look at what you do every day. See where the time that you're spending is non-value added. Put something that adds value into that time slot, and trust me, you'll be able to do it. If I could do it, you could definitely do it. Thank you to the branding company. You guys, like I said, are always behind the scenes making it happen. Whitfield, thanks again for this hit song. This concludes segment episode 6, right? One of my favorite sayings is, and my cousin just brought it to my attention, was because I always tell them that, and I tell everybody that, look, y'all not about to stress me out, right? And I mean that. Don't let nobody stress you out. If you have to take time out to take a deep breath, take a deep breath, right? Meditation is so important. It dictates how you respond to things throughout the day. Start out small, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Just bring yourself to a place of calmness and to a place of peace. Ladies and gentlemen, it was my pleasure. I am your host, Shakima D Ford. I look forward to speaking to you again next week on episode 7. Everybody, take care, be blessed, and be safe.
Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know? Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know?